Hi, I'm Jennifer Behrens Mendoza.
And I am Mauricio Mendoza. We are actor producers
and co-owners of True Form Films and Shortcut to Hollywood. And we want to invite you to keep watching Kicking It with Mabel.
That's right.
Joining us today is Kimberly Iozzi, Executive Director of Dress for Success Northern New Jersey, and Precious Williams, CEO of Perfect Pitches by Precious. They're going to talk to us today about details regarding the second annual Women's Leadership Summit entitled Rise and Thrive. Ladies, welcome.
So Thank you for coming.
Kimberly, Dress for Success started out as this resource to help women prepare for interviews, to have the proper attire to meet with potential employers. And the fact is, it's evolved, leading to a second annual summit. Talk to us about this event.
Yes, I am really excited for this event. It's going to be held Friday, March 12th. And it can't come soon enough. I am just so excited. We decided to go with the theme Rise and Thrive because we've come out of such a dark time in 2020 with the global pandemic and social injustices, joblessness, food insecurities, all kinds of things. And we really just wanted to have an event that would help empower women and feel good and feel elevated. And we want them to be able to attend the day and have the tools that they need to be able to rise as leaders and thrive in their communities, their families, and beyond.
And you're going to have an array of guests. Share with us who people can expect to be listening to and get some guidance from.
Yes, we've got great speakers. We were able to secure fashion icon Nicole Miller to join us, as well as supermodel Carol Alt to be able to have a fireside chat. We have Patricia Stark, who's going to be moderating the entire event. We have the Honorable Tahisha Way, who is the Secretary of State for the state of New Jersey, originally, I believe, from Essex County. We've got Tamsin Webster, who's known for the Red Thread, the Joyful Planet founder, Patrice Tanaka. We also have Precious Williams, who's here with us today, and I'm very excited that she'll be speaking. So it's going to be an array of topics and themes all around helping women elevate themselves as leaders.
And Precious, you are going to be participating in this year's event, as Kimberly just mentioned. Talk to us about, I know you're excited about participating. What do you hope to bring to these women and to this particular conference?
Well, I'm hoping to bring to the Rise and Thrive Conference Summit, I'm looking to bring hope, inspiration, actionable steps, and also empowerment. Before I fell on hard times, I was a 13-time national elevator pitch champion, a former award-winning attorney in the great state of New York, international speaker, corporate trainer, and then the love of my life died. And I lost my mind, became a severe alcoholic, lost everything, everything. And I was reduced to nothing but a blue dress, a blue coat, and a book bag. I went through a life transformation program. And as I was finding myself again in the God in me, I was led to Dress for Success, because, even at the Bowery Mission Women's Center, they saw that I was going to go high again. And so they were like having me apply to, really big jobs and, sent me over to Dress for Success where, I was fitted in excellence, suited for success. And, got job training and coaching to really walk into those interviews and kill it. And I only had 2 interviews and I got both jobs. You know what I mean? It's so crazy when I look back. And I also want to share that we are not the sum total of our mistakes. When we talk about rise and thrive, it means that no matter what you have gone through, you have the gift of the present. You also have a future that's so bright. And so you can look at your past and feel guilt and shame, or you can use every brick thrown at you and build your empire. And so I really, really want to inspire hope and change and action, but also empower them that no matter what has happened before, it does not determine your future, and we're gonna rise and thrive. That's the theme. So I'm gonna show you how we are gonna do it.
Kimberly, how does this make you feel when you hear Precious being a product of some of the things that Dress for Success can offer women? What do you get similar feedback like that on a regular basis? You know, from women that have gone through the program, that have gotten assistance from the program?
Yes, I have to tell you, and I will try to not cry. Um, but uh, when I came to Dress for Success, I was making a decision that I wanted to not have a career that was just about making money and not, just the lifestyle. I wanted to make a difference, and I mean a real difference. And the first day I was there, I could tell I was in the right spot. The second day I came home crying. The third day I came home crying. And it was because the stories like what Precious is telling you, there are so many thousands of women out there that have a story and a journey. And you don't you don't have to be or call yourself broken. But there's a part of our spirit that gets broken along the way, and the confidence. And when you're able to give the support and the tools to help a woman find that in herself, so that no matter what happens, she knows she has a sisterhood behind her to catch her. Um, those stories are what make me thrive.
Dress for Success has affiliates worldwide. Here in northern New Jersey, about how many women would you say have been helped over the last few years?
So it's interesting. We have 150 affiliates worldwide, and I think collectively we're working into. I know we're over 2 million. I would anticipate that we're doing our annual report right now, so we'll know soon how many totally we served. Last year, our affiliate in particular served 11,083. And while it might sound like a lot to some, not a lot to others, the fact that we were in a pandemic and we were shut down and we were still able to serve that many women, we're considering it a win. Um, so I think since our founding, we've served about 23,000 women and counting. Being able to go virtual has been kind of a good thing for us, because women who would have otherwise had to worry about getting childcare or transportation to come to us to meet in person now can click on their computer, and they are able to get the help and virtual training that they need. So I'm expecting this year to be even more.
Precious, when you were sharing with us a little bit about your story, um, you went through some challenging moments, and but there's also been a lot of success during those difficult moments. What can you share with our viewers about how do you, like, you had someone like Dress for Success, you had that resource. Some women may not be aware of it. We're hoping that with this interview they will become aware of this organization and that they can find affiliates in their local areas. So Precious, what were some of the things that made a difference for you, though? Some of those things that, it was a wake up call or an aha moment or something that helped you evolve and get out of that dark place.
That is such a great question. The truth of the matter is, I used to walk with my head held down because I felt deep shame and guilt that I had fallen so far. I used to reach out to people who were my friends, and they wouldn't even take my call. And I remember eating out of garbage cans. I remember riding the subway all day and all night because I had nowhere to go. And I didn't think my life was worth living, so I attempted to take my life. Obviously, I'm still here 4 years later, so the good Lord saw that it wasn't my time. So I still had more to offer this world, and I still had a purpose. And so when I think of what Dress for Success has done for me, or the Bowery Mission Women's Center, it really gave me an opportunity to step back from the busyness of life and to look internally and see what needed to change within me. And that I had to stop holding my head down. And I'm a daughter of the Most High. As a daughter of the Most High, I walk in confidence. Give me my inner Beyonce. And then knowing that, you know, God gives his hardest battles to strongest soldiers. And I'm really strong because I went through what I went through. And I didn't trust working with women before. Now you can't get me out of a women's group or circle at all. You can't. Because when it was tough times, they were there. When I didn't have food, who was there? When I needed spiritual food, when I needed like nourishment for my soul. So again, I always want to say, it's not just the clothes. Yes, it's called Dress for Success, but it's like a dressing of your soul too. You're worth it. You're valuable. You're not wearing scraps. You're wearing some of the best clothes in the world. And that's giving you the confidence to walk into any situation and go get it. You know, when I look back over some dark times, I have a friend, we were together in the homeless struggle together. She just turned 66 and we were together and, you know, we're eating and just having a good time. And, you know, we looked at each other and we cried because so many people doubted we would make it through. And here we were eating, and then we went over to Target, got her some makeup and stuff. And I just thought of that's what just success meant for me, is that they honored the God in me and that I wasn't thrown away. I just forgot who I was. And that's why when I work with my individual clients and I work with my corporate clients, I love what I do. Like, you can't tear me away from it. As exhausted and as tired as I can get, it's all worth it. You know what I mean? Like, there are people who do it for the money, the clout, fame, and all of that. I do it because someone did it for me and I'm in my zone of genius. And I'm trying to be like Jordan 96, 97, back to back. You know, I'm coming hard in the paint. And I want to show women, especially women my age, I'm 42. This is the 40-year glow up. You heard? It's the 40-year, 50-year, 60-year, 70-year glow up. It's not about the plastic surgery. It's not about who you're dating and stuff like that. It's like, who are you? And let's radiate and shine in your authenticity and your transparency. And when you walk, you know, like Beyonce, walk with a vengeance. Because they love it when I talk, because I ain't pretending. You know, this is the real me. This is the real Dress for Success. Even in a pandemic and economic downturn and social unrest, look at what they're doing. We rise and then we thrive, and we're not telling you to discount your past. We're telling you that that was a stepping stone for greatness. You might have had everything against you, and you still played the hand you were dealt. And you can handle things that most people can't because they haven't been through it. So in an economic downturn, pandemic, social unrest, I had the best year ever in my business because I refused to give in. I just wanted to get more visible and also to show women this is what we're capable of at the worst times. And so that's why I rock with Dress for Success. That's why I rock with Dr. Kim Iozi. That's why I'm here today.
You are clearly a motivational speaker, and the word that came to mind was we just went to church. And I thought I heard like a little spoken word there, a little spoken word poetry.
Well, I am a poet. I'm a poet. I'm a poet. I'm an author, but I really love poetry.
I have to tell you, Mabel, from the first time Precious and I started to talk, she addressed me as queen. And I was like, what? Yeah, I'm not a queen. And she's consistently addressed everybody. I see emails and things that she sends out, and she addresses everyone as queen and king. And she elevates you. And she's internalized her journey, and now she's sharing the fruits of that with everybody else, and so it's an honor to have her at our summit.
We talked a little bit about this year's summit, which is going to be a little different with the virtual aspect of it. But Kimberly, talk to us about last year's summit and how it's going to be a bit different from this year. And where did this idea first initiate?
Absolutely. So last year's summit was the first of its kind. We typically would hold our annual fundraisers as galas and big celebrations and things. And our organization and just a phenomenal board of directors, really got their heads together, and they said, let's do something more meaningful. Nobody wants fluff, and they decided to do this summit as a way to, I guess, speak more to our mission and have more purpose that way. So we held the first summit days before the shutdown. It was a live event. We had 285 participants, 24 sponsors. Um, it was an amazing day, gathering women of all types together, all different positions at work, some unemployed. We had clients attend. It was a magical day where women were able to network. Uh, they were able to learn. They created friendships and acquaintances that helped, get that contact so that they can get interviews. There were also, high level women in their companies that were there that were also benefiting from the information. So we wanted to capture that and keep that going. We weren't going to let this pandemic stop that magic. So we decided to go virtual. And I think for us, the good news about the day is that it is virtual, and you can have people come that may not have been able to make it. You can have people from New York and Connecticut, your friends and so forth, come and learn with you and have a day where you invest in yourself and in your efforts to rise. So I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to be even better than the live event. I really do.
Well, what's great about it is, as you said, because it is virtual, you have folks worldwide that can participate. Well, before, unless you physically were in that city, unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to participate. So, no, I think that's such a wonderful element to it, that while this pandemic has brought a lot of hardship, it's also allowed us to think in a creative way and think outside the box, really.
Yes, we have to. We thrive outside of the box. There's so many circumstances that challenge all of us. And if you can figure out a way, if you can leverage the skills that you learned from this class or that webinar or something somebody said along the way, and you can put that together to make a solution work for you, that's what it's about. So I try really hard to stay outside of the box.
And for individuals that want to participate in this year's event, what do they need to do? Do they have to register? And because it is virtual, let's say you have, several sisters and a mom living in one home. Do they just have to purchase, register once, or just share with us all the details? Because I want our viewers to definitely participate.
Absolutely. So if they visit our website, we have a pop-up there that will take you to the event website, which is really comprehensive, and it's got all the speakers that are listed. And we're going to soon have the agenda available so people can see what they're going to get. Our website is www.northernnj.dressforsuccess.org. The cost is $135 per ticket. There's a discount for 10 or more. So if you buy by group, it's better. So you get everybody together and chip in. The ticket also includes swag bags being sent to you. We've got all kinds of goodies, and I'm not going to spoil them, but it's going to be a cute little bag coming to you. And really, if somebody has a house full of people that can attend, one ticket is fine. I want as many people to go as possible. The biggest thing for us is that this is our premier fundraiser for the year. And with the pandemic, we've experienced a loss in a lot of the traditional funding sources that we've had. So this event and its success is going to be what carries us so we can continue to serve women throughout the year. So we're trying to sell as many tickets as we possibly can.
We talked about, and Precious certainly shared with us, like her experience with Dress for Success. I've touched on it a little bit about some of the resources that you have. But for ladies that may not be familiar with Dress for Success, can we talk about, on a daily basis, when it's not just the summit, but just your everyday activities? What can women expect from Dress for Success? And what can they expect right now during the pandemic?
Well, each affiliate is a little bit different. So the programs that we have may vary from where, depending on where they're located, what affiliate they have. I can tell you for us, women will come to us at different points in their journey. Some may come that only need an outfit. Some may have tons of clothes. We've seen, especially with the pandemic, a lot of women who have a wardrobe, they've got tons of experience, they're downsized, and now have to figure out how to navigate this new job market. And so then they come through our programs. We have a ton of webinars available every month that focus on not just job readiness and job retention, but also being mindful, emotional intelligence. It's everything from financial literacy to health and wellness, technology skills, you name it, we will find a way to present it and offer it. We listen to the clients that come to us. If there's something we don't have, we partner with somebody to get it. We do whatever it is that our clients need. So last year, I forget how many webinars we held in total. It was almost 100 webinars during the pandemic. So it was a lot. Um, but everything now is virtual. We even do contactless suitings. So if you don't want somebody to be that close to you when you're trying on your outfits, we pick them out in advance and we'll give you a rack that is designated. You pick the things you want and you try them on, or you bring them home and go about your business. We're trying to be as safe as possible during this time. So again, if you go to the website, you can get on our newsletter and find out all the events and activities we have going on.
Well, Precious, I know that you have some rising and thriving to do of your own today and need to step away, but we want to thank you for participating. I know that, that certainly Kimberly's excited, and I can't wait to be a part of that special day and learn more about it and hear about your coaching.
Thank you so much. My heart is so full right now for Just Success, for you, Queen Mabel, and just walking into another interview right now for a big gig is important, and also just thank you for the opportunity for me to express my love, my appreciation, and my admiration for Dr. Kim Iozzi and what her team is doing at Just for Success, Northern New Jersey. Thank you all so very much for having me.
Thank you, Precious. Well, I'm so glad that she was able to join us and to share with us some of the resources that women are going to get from this summit. And so, Kimberly, we were talking about, once again, how this has changed during this pandemic, but people can still get resources and volunteers, whether they want to drop off clothing or they want to assist with job training, that is still happening. So the volunteer aspect is happening in a more of a unique way, would you say?
Absolutely. Our volunteer opportunities have all pretty much gone virtual. We created a lot of new opportunities that we never had before. So for us, it's been a bit of a learning curve this year. But we had last year, I believe we onboarded over 100 volunteers during the pandemic. So we still have a ton of people working with us and helping our programs. There's help that we need in terms of being a mentor and a coach, hosting a webinar, and then we have administrative work, even just returning phone calls and scheduling appointments. There's a ton of opportunities available for volunteers, clients as well, if they need to be suited. We have the contactless suitings that we're offering. If they're more comfortable working one-on-one with somebody, we do offer that with all the safety protocols. All of our meetings have gone virtual. So I think it's going to be hard actually for us to go back to the days when we met live for meetings because everyone's so used to just plugging into the computers. So all of that information, we do have a newsletter that goes out every month. We've got a calendar of events. You'll see postings from time to time on LinkedIn and Facebook that talk about some of the events coming up. So there's definitely opportunity for both volunteers and clients.
Kimberly, thank you so much for just spending this time with us, for sharing with our viewers about this resource that is available, again, not only in New Jersey, but worldwide. So that's something extraordinary, that something like this is available, because, as Precious was talking about, going into an interview or going through difficult times when you're not feeling quite yourself can make it a little challenging. So having that support system, whether it's, having a piece of attire that gives you a little more confidence, or having a piece of advice of something that you hadn't thought of, all of that makes such a huge difference.
It does, and we're happy that we're there to be able to provide that. And it is more than the suit. It's all about suiting the woman with confidence and to go out there and do what she needs to do to be able to rise as a leader.
And as you said, you're not quite sure how long the event is going to be because you have so many individuals that are participating. So it's going to be a full day event. Is that fair to say?
It is packed. I think we're targeting 4 or 4:30 at this point, and we know we got to cut it. There's just so much information, and I think it's really a testament to the fact that people want to help and people are committing to this as speakers, as sponsors, because they know that the content and the need is there. The content that people are craving right now to find out what they need to do to get to the next place and the next step. So I think it's all a testament to the support that we're getting for this.
And again, the date is March 12th, correct?
Correct. Friday the 12th,
And it begins at what time?
9 o'clock.
That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Correct.
Wonderful. And once again, I want to make sure that people know exactly where to go. So the website is, because I know it's for
So-
your specific affiliate.
Yes, the website is www.northernnj.dressforsuccess.org.
And because of the virtual element, even though it is for Northern New Jersey, anyone can participate in the event worldwide this year.
They can if they want to get up really early from wherever they are there. But yes, they can participate from wherever they are. So I'm excited for that.
When it's information that's this important and that can be life-changing, I think people will make the effort to join in, regardless of what time it may be.
I hope so.
Thank you again for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Good day, everyone. It's your girl, Precious Williams, proud founder and CEO of Perfect Pitches by Precious, 13-time National Elevator Pitch Champion, and all about teaching #Rockstar Confidence. Let me drop a little bug in your ears, my grandmother used to say. Did you know that inside of you is everything you need to be successful? You can believe the lies of television. You can get stressed out with what's going on in the world, or you can decide to focus. I love working with women, especially women who've forgotten who they are and what they bring to the table. You see, as women, we've been predisposed to be quiet and to be silent, especially women of color. And if you learn nothing else from me, it's not the time to be silent. It's not the time to give up. Now is the time for you to speak. Now is the time for you to be heard. Now is the time to really be pitching your books, your products, your services, your branding, your business in a brand new way. There are people who can afford your services. There are people who want to hear you speak and train and teach. Let me help you get there. The world is literally waiting for what you have to say. So you can choose to be silent, or you can choose to get out there. And if I know you, You want to be a bad bitch with a power pitch and learn how to make the money work for you right now. So if you're a woman who doesn't want to be held back any longer, if you don't want to let fear, worry, and self-doubt rule your life, grab a spot on my calendar for a perfect pitch strategy session. And again, let me drop that little bug in your ear. Inside of you is everything that you need to be successful. Everything. Let me show you how. In this day and age, no need to be silent. Trust that voice inside of you. And let the 13-time national elevator pitch champion, who's been in everything from movies to top television shows within Google, Microsoft, clients everywhere around the globe. I got to do the things that I get to do because I didn't give up and because I chose not to listen to what the world says. If you want to be a bad bitch with a power pitch, grab a spot on my calendar for a perfect pitch strategy session. I love you all. Keep grinding. Let's go. Take care. It's your girl, Precious Williams.